Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career.
This is Lazard working the right side. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Fields out of the gun. Bengals get to him and take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. And at the helm, a first-round pick in 2008, writing the closing chapters of a fantastic career, quarterback Joe Flacco.
The former Super Bowl champion, I think, surprised all of us, Kate, going from the couch to comeback player of the year. And while everybody thought the career was over, he still shows that he's got some RPMs and some velo in that right arm of his.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here in 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
The career is my estate when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can butcher either pink or brown. I'm the one.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Flacco's going to throw here on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be second down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Flacco again on second and 10. And he can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. From the gun, Flacco. Right back to Chase. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's excellent job getting the completion.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Got a man. This is Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. On the keeper, here's Fields. Get some space around. Oh, Fields loses it. But it looked like someone on the Jets got to it first, so the Jets hold on to the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. First down throw for Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. Force a 4th down.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Running back, motioning right. On 4th down, Fields. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Another Jets. First down. 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
They'll run here. It's Hall. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Play action now. It's Fields. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. And the defense is down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. The kick by Folk is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
That's what an offensive player never wants to see, a defender just waiting for him on the edge. At that point, the play's dead. And good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dropping back to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Flacco off the play action. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Give all the credit to the coverage on that one. Even with plenty of time to throw, they never gave him a lane to complete it.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Throwing it again here. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We go play action with Flacco. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Trying to throw this from the gun. Taken in by Noah Fant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
From the gun on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Motioning the tight end left. First down carry for Brown. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Here's Brown again. Jukes away from one. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's good. Bengals first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Back now, pressure coming. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Drops back. Needs an open man.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last two passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's third and goal. Setting up to throw. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals now lead by 10. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McPherson at the point after. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11.
Jets 3.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Jets offense now set to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, New York.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Shotgun snap to Fields. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Jets.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Hall running between the tackles. Escapes a defender. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Fields out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Jets trying to figure out 3rd and 14. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Folk is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Samaje Perine on the return. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. Caught, nice gain left side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That one goes for 25 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. Catch made. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
He's going to tuck it and run. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Brown on the inside give. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this forward to the 6.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Hey, we've all learned enough to look at the numbers through the years and know how important points are going into halftime and coming out of halftime. They accomplished the first task. Now they get a chance to begin the second half of the ball as well.
See if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. And this one is launched downfield. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Had a two-score ball game here as we resume play. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Counter play. Brown dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
7-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll go play action. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Flacco again on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Throwing from the gun here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Real quick, whole squad on that round. 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick, real quick. 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick, whole squad on that round. 0 to 100.
Jets into the nickel, 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. That's caught, it's Reynolds. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Gain on the play. First down, New York.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the gun, it's Hall. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They go right back to Hall. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Fields now on 3rd. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. Ball in the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And the kick by Folk is good. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
Like the best kickers in this league, he's just keeping on with his job. That's a 3rd now. He's knocked through the uprights. 3 at a time's not going to get it done in this game, though. Eventually, they got to start running them out for some PATs.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. It's a design boot. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. He's going to throw it. Has it downfield, working the left. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That one's caught along the left sideline. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
He's got it in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Keeps it on the option here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals lead by 15 now. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. On the counter, Hall. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stewart on the tackle. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
So we're through three here. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. Here's Fields to throw. Right side. This is caught by Taylor. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Now it's Fields. Short pass brought in. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Still has some space inside the 35. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
On first and 10, it's Fields. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Now the Bengals have it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fields on 3rd. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Flacco. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
From the gun, Flacco. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Jets out to begin another drive. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. New York to the line, 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
And the Jets, 1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Jets, 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They motion Reynolds over right. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Arian Smith. And now they face 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Fields out of the gun. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Makes the catch. They got the football, but not the first. That stop just shy of the marker, 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got to his running back. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
It's the score. Bengals 24, Jets 16.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bengals and Joe Flacco coming out for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. He's Drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. The Jets take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. They'll run again with Brown. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
And 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. This one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they'll kneel this down. Break the huddle. It's second down now. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. The second down run good for 4. That brings up third down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
He'll take a knee here as that clock approaches the 40 seconds remaining mark. Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. And his kick is blocked. Now this is picked up inside the 35.
You know, even on the best of snaps, the difference between a good kick and a block is really a fraction of a second. Kate, it's why we see those special teams coaches out there with a stopwatch, because they know every millisecond matters, and it just showed up right there.
Ball at the 33 for first down. One final shot here. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.